Good morning. Have my makeup on already, but I'm still in my pyjamas. So literally spend every waking moment possible in my pyjamas. Really looking forward to today. Today we're filming the slower song, so this will be gone in a derelict apartment, I think it is. So it should be really interesting. I'm really looking forward to it. Yesterday was so much fun. It's just insane, the location. I can't wait for you all to see it, and I can't wait to see it because I think it's going to look absolutely amazing. Even just from the little promo shots and phone videos, it just looks stunning. So really grateful to have been able to film it there. Looking forward to today. Yesterday, obviously I mentioned yesterday that we had to film in double speed so that we could slow it down. Today we're going to be doing the opposite. So we'll be filming at half speed, which is also going to be pretty difficult, so that it can be like a smooth, flowy, slow motion thing. So should be really interesting. Looking forward to kind of seeing how it turns out, because I've never done that before. So yeah, really looking forward to it, and I'll see you in a moment, because once again Rob Spiteri is very kindly picking me up from the hotel. So see you shortly. Yesterday was so hot that I actually had to wear sun cream. Never thought I'd be wearing sun cream in winter in January, but there you go, that's the thing that's happened now. But anyway, I'm actually going now, so see you shortly. So we're at the location. More importantly, there's a little old go-kart arena. Right, do you not think this looks like Steven Seagal?
It looks more like me.
Oh my god, Rob, Steven Seagal!
It's true. Throw me a punch.
Have you ever seen him in the same room?
No. Actually, that's a good point. Conspiracy. Also, see these giant stones? Proof of giants. How else did they get here?
For God's sake. That's it, mystery solved.
Yeah, there you go, giants. And they got little finger holes.
Giants with tiny fingers.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just walking to the super secret Uber location, which is actually a derelict hotel that they never finished because they ran out of money. Sounds familiar, like every building in Britain. Also, we have the drum train over there. Okay, editing Cici here. So when we arrived at the venue, it was time for each of us to pick an individual room for us to all be in. This was challenging for a few reasons I'll go into in a second. Oh, that's amazing. So as you can imagine, in a building like this, there's lots of graffiti, and not all of it is particularly nice. So it's quite a challenge to find a section where we can have enough of the room in the shot to get the atmosphere. Another reason it was challenging is the lighting, so we had to pick a room that had good lighting, but also being aware of the fact that the lighting is going to be moving round throughout the day. We had to be very conscious of the fact that as it moved round, it was going to change the look of the shot. So just to explain in a bit more detail what's going on here, as I mentioned earlier in the video, we played some takes at double speed. So what this does is create a kind of dreamlike effect where you've got everything in slow motion, but the song itself appears to be being played at the correct speed. That was quite a challenge because it really changes the way you feel when you play. So obviously this is quite a slow and emotional song, and it's got quite a sad meaning behind it. But when you're playing it at double speed, it's really difficult to move in a delicate and slow manner. It was also extremely windy that day, and although the day before I'd been boiling hot, that day the wind was really cold, so when you weren't in the sunlight it was absolutely freezing. Nat actually very kindly was holding my coat and kept putting it over me in between shots because it was that cold.
kelli aktar konfetta naqdu nerġa' li kienet jara qed jisu dawk il-purple work li qed jiżidhom hemm. To be fair, ħadd ma ħajqgħod jgħid
So once me and Rob had finished our shots, it was time for food. And I went and got the most amazing brownie and cup of tea I think I've ever had in my life. And when I look at these pictures, I can still taste it. Once we got back, it was time to do some story-based shots, so shots where we weren't playing instruments. Sadly, there's no actual footage of these, so you'll have to wait until the video comes out and go and watch it. Once we'd done that, it was time for food once again. Video number 2 was done and dusted, so we went to the harbour and got some absolutely amazing chips and the best mayonnaise ever. There was lots of amazing food that day. Okay, nearly completely forgot to say that we've actually finished the video, so it would have been good to just kind of teleport home and do an outro.
Did it work?
But we have done, so that was a very successful couple of days.
Thank you for visiting Malta. You're always welcome, and please bring your man with you.
I will do.
I'll feed him.
Yeah.
I will feed you.
The food is amazing, you better believe it.
Don't tell him about the secret chocolate flapjacks we got him.
He's gonna go mental. Everyone else watching is gonna be like, what?
Yeah. Make sure you subscribe, comment,
like and hit
talk,
the bell.
Talk in the talk box.
And do a Christmas tree.
Yes.
Thank you. So that night I went back to my hotel room ready to start again at 4 AM in the morning to get my flight home, and also trying to figure out how to transport the balloon home. made it home safe and sound. Everything went really well, very smoothly. That was literally one of the most terrifying things I've probably ever done, but I feel way more confident for it now. Like, I feel like I could do a lot more now in my life, so I'm really proud of myself for doing that. Obviously extremely grateful for the opportunity and for everyone that's helped me out, driving me to the airports, picking me up, etc. Just thank you so much. Thank you so much to Rob, Nat, and Rob the drummer, everyone in Red Tower, for having me be part of this, because I am just extremely grateful. So thank you so much, and I'm really excited to be part of this project. This is something that probably even 6 months ago I may have been too nervous to do. I really feel like I've come a long way, because I've always had terrible anxiety, and I've always kind of gradually been battling to kind of do more and more. So with each step, it kind of opens up the world a little bit more for me. So this is probably the most kind of out of my comfort zone, biggest step ever for me. And I'm really proud that I actually did it, because even my family and everything are surprised that I actually did it. Not in a horrible way, but just because obviously my family, well, they generally see you at your lowest, and like kind of they see the behind the scenes of everything, and they've seen me grow up, and they know how anxious I get and other stuff that goes on. But they're all really proud of me, so thank you to my amazingly supportive family as well. I've had such an amazing time. I felt supported and safe the entire way as well, which to me is really valuable. So I'm really grateful. So thank you to Rob and Nat and Rob Spiteri for all of that and your hospitality. So awesome. That made me really comfortable, which is saying something for me. Yeah, I didn't really feel uncomfortable at any point. There were a couple of times, like, weird little story time things I couldn't film. A couple of scary moments in the sense that when I was at the hotel, for some reason they decided that the hotel was locked after 8 p.m. So when I was over there, I couldn't make phone calls, and for ages I couldn't get the data to work on my phone over there. I managed to sort it kind of on the last day. So basically I had to, luckily Rob had parked outside and waited to see me go in. Obviously I couldn't get in, rang the doorbell, no one came, so I went to Rob. He rang the hotel, a lady came and let me in, so I go in, Rob and Nat went. As I go to my room key won't work, and so I go downstairs thinking, oh well, maybe the lady that let me in will be down there still. Went down, absolutely no one there, no bell to ring, couldn't make a phone call, couldn't get any internet. So my brain's kind of scanning through all these things of, right, I'm alone, it's dark, I'm not even from here, and I don't know the area at all. So I was thinking, what can I do? And I thought, just by chance, this was the first night at the hotel, by the way, so I wasn't very familiar with the hotel either. I looked on my phone to see if they had Wi-Fi. Thankfully they did. So I managed to connect with that without having to kind of pay for any of it or ask anyone about it. And from there I could ring Rob, who then again very kindly rang the hotel. The lady came out, but it turns out the lady doesn't speak English, but also doesn't speak Maltese. She only spoke Spanish. So she was really lovely, and I knew that she was trying so hard to help me. And I was kind of thinking, how do I explain that the lock in my room just won't work? And thankfully she kind of was semi-understanding, and she took me upstairs. We managed to get it figured out, and it was all sorted. But that was kind of a hairy, scary moment for me, kind of being on my own and not knowing if I could contact anyone to solve the problem. But thank God I actually could. So that all worked out okay. When I got back into my room, obviously you have to lock the room from the inside as well. And my brain was kind of going, what if the lock breaks while I'm in the room? So I had to kind of make this decision. I either don't lock my room, which I really don't want to do, don't want to leave my room unlocked, or I lock the room and get locked in, which I also really, really don't want. So what I did was, in order to try and figure out the problem with the lock, is I opened the door halfway and then kind of turned the key to watch the mechanism to see how it was working and what was going wrong in it. And it turns out, I figured out, the lock spins an infinite amount of times. So if it's spun over the amount of times that it should, you have to kind of unwind it before it'll actually lock or unlock. So figured that out, and so I obviously locked myself in and made sure not to overspin it so I didn't run into the same problem. So that was all fine. But yeah, a couple of kind of scary moments like that. Absolutely nothing to do with anyone I was with. I mean, everyone really went above and beyond, and I'm so grateful. It was just kind of unavoidable stuff like that. It really makes you appreciate having phones and being able to actually just contact people, because it makes you feel a lot safer. But anyway, yeah, it all went fine in the end, and once that was figured out, it was great. So really, really proud, even for just kind of getting through stuff like that, because that was, to me, a very scary thing. But yeah, so very grateful that it all went okay. I just really, really enjoyed it. It was really interesting to actually see Malta as well, like kind of being somewhere where every direction you look, you can see the edge of where you are. Like, you can really tell that you're on an island, but really beautiful place. And yeah, hopefully I'll get to go back there at some point, because it was really, really nice. But yeah, thank you so much to all of you as well, not only for watching and for your continued support, but just for being here this whole time. And I really can't express how much you all mean to me, because I know lots of people say, oh, you mean so much, but I really mean it. I can't express how grateful I am to have every single one of you around. I just wouldn't be able to do what I do without any of you, so thank you so much. I really hope I've done a good enough job at kind of making these vlogs and managed to kind of capture the essence of the experience, even just for my own kind of thing to be able to look back on. But yeah, just absolutely amazing. I just really enjoyed it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you would like to support the channel or buy any of the music you've heard, I will put links in the description for Patreon and Bandcamp, etc. And I will also put a link to the music video, which is now up on Rob's channel and will also be up on the Red Tower YouTube channel as well. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.